Hello children, I am Vikesh from Mount Literacy School Jhansi. I am your science teacher. Welcome children. Today we are in the chemistry lab. So let's start our today's lecture with the some equipment of chemistry lab. So as you can see, there are lots of bottles are kept here on the wooden rack. Okay, and you can see these all are chemicals are kept in the glass bottle. As you know, why we are keeping all the chemicals in the glass bottle? Because the chemicals cannot react with the glass bottles and it is safe to keep them inside. Okay, that's why the chemicals are kept always inside the glass bottle. So as you remember that we have discussed about the two type of a acid. One is the dilute and second one is a concentrate. So here you can see they are showing you the hydrochloric acid, that is DIL, means it containing a more water less acid. Here is also sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, and nitric acid, that is a HNO3. Now if you can move there, you will find out these all are concentrate acid. Nitric acid, HNO3, that is a concentrate, and concentrate means more acid less water. That's why they are much harmful as compared to these all dilute acid. So as you can see here also sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid are there, and they all are 1, 2, 3. These all three are concentrate and these all three are dilute. As you remember in the chapter acid, base and salt, we have discussed about the indicators. Indicator help you to check whether the acid or the base, the substance which we are using is either acid or base. For that we are using a litmus paper. If you remember, the blue litmus paper will turn red when it will put into the acid, and red litmus paper will turn blue when it will put into the base. So let us see. So as you can see, this is a hydrochloric acid which I am going to pour into a bowl. So here I am taking at that acid, that is a hydrochloric acid, and now we are taking a one strip of blue litmus paper and we will dip inside the hydrochloric acid and let's see what will happen. As you can see, I have dipped and it will converted into the or turn into the red color, which is shows that in the bowl I have taken a acid. That's why this blue litmus paper will turn into red. Now I am going to take the another solution, that is a base, that is a sodium hydroxide, into the another bowl. As you can see, I have taken sodium hydroxide, which is a base, into the bowl. Now I am going to dip this red litmus paper into that bowl and let's see what will happen. So I am taking a one strip of red litmus paper, this is, and now I am going to dip it inside that base, and that is a sodium hydroxide. As I have dipped, you have seen this change into the blue color, that shows that bowl is containing a base. Okay, so this is how the litmus paper will work, but they cannot tell you about that how much strong this acid and how much weak a base. So for that we need another thing, and that is called pH strip. As you can see, this is a pH strip which is having a different marking with the different color. It is started from 1 to 14. The starting will shows the strong acid, then the light color will show weak acid, then middle the 7-1, this is a center point which is a neutral, and afterward weak base and strong base. Darker the color, the darker the base. So let's see that it will change the color or not. So here it is a pH strip which I am taking, that is greenish in color. So first of all we are putting this into the acid. Okay, let's see what color it will give. As you can see, I have dipped this into the acid and it will turn into the red color. that shows it's a strong acid, and that is a hydrochloric acid. If you can match with this strip, you will find out this will come in the first number, which can match this color. That means it is a strong acid. Now we are taking another strip and we are going to put this into the base, and let's see what will happen. As we will put into the base, that is a sodium hydroxide, it will give you the dark blue color. This dark blue color will shows that it is belong to the strong acid, because it will match with the last color, that 14 that means it's a strong base. Now I'm going to take the water and put this pH strip into the water, and let's see what color it will give us to us. As you can see, when I will put that, it will give you the green color, that shows it is neutral, which is not acid and not a base. If you can match with this strip, you will find out it will match with the 7-1. Okay, now let's see another base, which and what is this? This is a acetic acid, which is also called vinegar. Let's put the pH strip inside them and see what color it will give you. Here I am taking a acetic acid, and let's see what will happen. So as you will dip that pH strip into the acetic acid, it will give you a orange color, that shows that it is a acid, but this acid will be weak acid. If you can match with this, you will find out, see the yellowish color, that means it will be a weak acid. It is acid, but as compared to the hydrochloric acid, it is weak. So this is how we can use the pH strip to check it out, the strongness and weakness of the acid and base. Whereas the litmus paper will give you only two color. In the acid it will give you the red color, and in the base it will give you the blue color. So you will not identify whether the acid is strong or base. For that we will utilize the pH strip. Thank you.